Hello friends, I wrote a small ebook called How to Read Tunisian Arabic, but actually if you followed me on this ebook or this course, you'll find the ebook link, by the way, in the description box and in the comments section. So yeah, go and download it. It's a small one. So if you actually follow me here, you will be able not to only read Tunisian Arabic, but also any other dialect of Arabic, and also Fusha, so it's like 3 in 1 because they are the same thing basically. Okay, so let's start. So I want to explain a little about the index page here, or the contents page. So first of all, we're gonna see the first one is the general principle of reading. We're going to explain how do people actually read in Arabic. Like for example, in English, we read from left to right. In Arabic, we read from right to left, and we have vowels and stuff like that. So these from 1 to 6, it's about explaining these things. And then it's Tunisian SMS language principle, or any other SMS language people use. Okay, so what is really SMS language? It sounds obvious. It's what people uses in their SMS. But also, people might not use this SMS language. SMS language is basically the English alphabet, or the Roman alphabet, or let's say French alphabet, mixed with some numbers. If you follow my courses or my lessons, you'll find me putting numbers between letters, which is kind of awkward. So yeah, that is called SMS language. So if you see people texting on Facebook, for example, you'll probably see them texting in the SMS language I'm speaking of. Okay, so there are also people that do text and write stuff, and it's not in SMS language, it's rather in the Arabic script, and that is what the 6 first chapters are about, the Arabic script. Okay, so then a little practice. Okay, so let's start. The general principle of reading. So the Arabic alphabet, Arabic language has 28 letters, not like Japanese, an infinite sort of like 10,000 kanjis and big huge number of letters. It's very simple here. It's 28 letters. Okay, so we have like 28 different sounds. You never find 2 sounds that are the same. In Arabic, for example, the letter la and la are kind of close, but they have differences. Okay, it's not very complicated, don't worry. So then we have the Arabic language is written from right to left. I said this before. And every letter has a name. So, for example, if you say A, that's the name of the letter A. In Arabic, for example, the first letter is Alif. It's called Alif, but it's not really pronounced Alif almost anywhere. Besides, if we on purpose say, like, for example, the first letter of Arabic is Alif, then that's the only, probably the second case that we call Alif by its name. But what I want to say is, for example, if you say Catherine in English, you don't say Catherine. You don't say the name of the letter. The name of the letter is something else. It's like the ID card of the letter. So just forget about this. It's not a very important detail. So 28 letters, 28 simple letters. And then also vowels in Arabic are kind of different. We don't write vowels as letters. Actually, vowels are small symbols that are written either on top or at the bottom of the letter. So that's how it works in Arabic. We don't write, for example, my name is Shiraz, S-H-I. So the SH, if I'm going to write it in Arabic, I'll be writing, for example, we have actually an example here. So for example, Catherine, so Catherine, so the A, you see that A is this little hyphen you see here. This little line. That is the A. For example, the I here, this is the R, ri, the R in Arabic, this letter here, and the I, the vowel that you see here, is actually on the bottom, at the bottom. This little line at the bottom. So, okay, it's very simple. And then, how is a letter read? It's actually the basic sound from the name plus the vowel. For example, this is the letter Ra. Ra, okay? The R is the Ra, okay? So we don't say Ra'i. We say the basic sound, which is R plus the E. So it's Ri. For example, if you say R plus I equals Ri, then Ra plus Kasra plus E, the E sound, equals Ri as well. You see, it's very similar. So let's just not complicate things. A letter can be written slightly different according to its place in a word. For example, in English, the O is written here the same as if it's written at the end of the word. In Arabic, it's slightly different, and we will see that. For example, this is an example. This is the name Catherine. Let's write it from right to left to follow how Arabic script works. So put this C and the A and then TH. So this is how it's written. Catherine. Cool. And then we're going to see the equivalent of each sound here in Arabic. So the ka sound is this letter here that you see here. This kind of, I don't know. And the vowel is the a, it's on top. And then the sound ka, it's this letter that has 3 dots on top. And the sound is the small circle that is right here. And then the R is this letter, and the E is this little thingy. Okay, so you see how it is like. And then if we are going to collect all the letters together, this and this and this and this, and collect them together, we put this first and then this, and we move this little line over here and put this right next to it like this, and then we have this at the end. You see, just a very small change that happened to this letter over here. We removed this line. So that is what it means, that a letter can be written slightly different according to its place in a word. Because here it's isolated, here it's between letters. I hope I'm not complicating things and that you're understanding me very well. So, okay, in some cases we do not pronounce some letters even though we write them. Sometimes the alif, for example, is a letter, isn't pronounced because it is Hamzatul Wasl. Sometimes the lam isn't pronounced because the letter after it belongs to the list, this list, Huruf al-Shamsiyya. And long vowels are letters that are written as letters but read as vowels. We're going to get into details right now of all of this. So let's begin. So these are the names of the Arabic alphabet, Arabic letters. The first one is alif. The name is alif. And the close sound to it is the in English. This is ba, ta, tha, jim, ha, kha. Germans can do this sound quite well. So kha, kha, ha, kha, dal, like in dinosaur, dal, ذال, like in that, ra, and zay, sin, shin, sad. The difference between sin and sad, they have almost the same sound, s and s, s and s. This is kind of thick, fat sound, like I don't know. Is there an I don't know if there's an English equivalent of this sound, but it's like like sabun, soap, or this is like sayyara, car, sayyara, and sa. You see, slightly different. And then lod, this is like the D or the la. It's kind of difficult to pronounce it, even for me. So like never mind. It's between the la and the da. Not quite that, but yeah, just make the ba sound. Okay, ba is like the tiba, a little more fat. It sounds almost like this, ta and ta, ta. This is skinny, and this is fat. Ta, ta, and this is va. Like this is small one. This is the, and this is skinny, and this is va, fat. Does not exist in the English sounds. So and ra, like in French, robot, and fa, qa, also this is a new sound, qa, and kaf, qaf, I forgot to say the names, qaf, kaf, lam, mim, nun, ha, waw, ya. As simple as that. So if you have counted the number of letters here, you'll find 28 letters, and if you want to find 29 letters, you should separate the hamza. This is called the hamza. You see this little thing on top of this line, vertical line? This is called the hamza, and it's like written like this from the alif. This is like just an extra information that might be useful for you. Okay. A vowel on top or at the bottom. So as you can see, for example, this is my name. This is my friend's name, Molly. So I've wrote my name. For example, here you can find a vowel at the bottom, and then on top, and then on top, here on top, here at the bottom. This is how we write vowels. And then a letter can be written slightly different according to its place in a word. For example, you see this letter and this letter, they are the same. This is the letter ya, and this is also the letter ya. We have seen this. It has two dots at the bottom, here as well, but here it's written at the end of the word, here in the middle. So it's written slightly different. Okay, cool. Now what do we have? I have seen this. This is the Arabic letters, nouns and basic sounds. The noun of each letter. So I've gone through this. The basic sound table, memorizing the letter. Okay. Okay, so we have gone through this. I hope I'm going to give you a video that will help you memorize all of these, so don't worry. We'll go through that. So this is a picture from Wikipedia that I got, and this is a link to a video that just basically will help you memorizing. Cool. So for example, let's read this one really quick. So the basic sound is a, b, t, th, j, ha, or j, ha, ch, d, th, r, z, s, sh, s, d, t. This is kind of difficult. L, a, ch, r, f, q, k, l, m, n, w, y. Kind of like that. So don't worry. Just, that's not really important. Just memorize these. It's not complicated. Let's move on. So short vowels and long vowels. Let's move to the vowels. We've talked about vowels, but not in details. We actually have two types of vowels, either short or long vowels. and they're very simple. If you see a vowel on top, this is for example the ba letter. The basic sound of ba is b, 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 b. So the vowel on top that you see is the sound of a. It's like the a. So b, ba plus a is ba. Like b plus a is ba. It's like the same thing. So this is also a ba plus the one circle, the little circle, and it's like a knot. So that sound is actually the u sound. So ba plus u is bu. See, very easy. And this is also a ba, and that vowel at the bottom is the e sound. So ba plus e is b. It's very simple. A, u, i, ba, bi, bu, ta, ti, tu. So this is always at the top. This is always at the bottom. This is on top, at the bottom, and this is also always on top. That's it. That's how it's written. And also the video that I've shown you earlier will help you memorize these, so don't worry. So now the long vowels. The long vowels are also very simple. You see, you remember the ba that we saw earlier? It has a dot at the bottom, so it's the same letter here. It's also a ba here, with a fatha also, with this. Okay, by the way, the vowel, we also call them harakat, haraka, or movements, or vowels. Like, they have these three names. If you hear haraka or movement or vowel, it's like the same thing. Okay, so we have fatha plus alif. So we have the ba plus the a sound, ba, from before, and we added this line here, this vertical tall line, and that is another a actually. So instead of ba, we say ba. Like for example, the word bab, bab. You see, like bab means a door, so bab. Cool. Then we have the same letter from before. This is the boo, but we make it a little longer, so it's boo, boo. And this is b, not b. Okay, the similarity between long vowels and short vowels is that they are read exactly the same. There are two differences. They are first of all, they are written differently, as you can see here. This table is different from this table. Adding this and this and this. And the long vowels take more time, so they take an extra beep, as they say. So instead of ba, we say ba. Instead of boo, we say boo. Instead of b, we say b. That's why we call them long vowels, or mudud, or med. Long vowels. Cool. Okay, now this is just an example. For example, an example from the English alphabet, from the English I don't know script. This is the verb to be, and this is a bee. A bee makes honey, and the verb to be is a verb. So to be and be and be. So you also have this in English, but you don't write them like we do, you see? So yeah. So the short vowel E takes about half a second, for example, and the E vowel takes a whole second, for example. Of course, that is not true. It's just an example to demonstrate the difference. Okay, the connected form of letters, you can actually download the book and zoom in here. So it's like, for example, the letter we saw earlier when we where was it? Okay. For example, Molly, the letter that she has at the end of the word is this, of her name, of course, is this, and the letter that I had is this. it was in the middle. So if this is the letter ya, if it's at the beginning, it's written like this. If it's in the middle, it's like this. If it's at the end, it's like this. And it's really simple. Just like you can recognize them if you read them. It's not a problem. Okay, now moving to another thing. Sukoon. I should correct myself. Sukoon, tanween, and shadda. So what is a sukoon? It's very simple. In Arabic, ab means father. Ab. So this is the a, and this is the ba, and the b sound you hear at the end is the sukoon. Okay, like another example. For example, if I don't have this ba, if I have for example, if I don't have a sukoon, how would I pronounce it? If, for example, I add a dhamma to it, this u sound, how would it be pronounced? A plus ba plus dhamma, it would be the u sound, abu, but it's the sound, so it's ab. That is the sukoon, the sound, ab. Cool. Now the tanween, it's the n or un or in sound. For example, if I were to say in Arabic, there is a father, I would say هناك أب. هناك أب. You see the sound here? It's those two lammas, but they're really small. You can see them here. So make sure to download the ebook. So it's written two lammas, the two oos. Okay, so if you want to say I saw a father, رأيت أبا. See here, there are two small lines. We usually write one line, but because it's the n sound, we write two lines, so it's n. If you see two lines at the bottom, it's the in sound. لأبن, bin. So ban, bin, bun, instead of ba, bu, bi. Ban, bun, bin. Instead of ba, bu, bi. Ban, bun, bin. Ba, bu, bi. Okay? You just add the in. Okay, now there is actually another word, another kind of, not a vowel, but something we write. It's called a shadda. And a shadda is basically a sukoon, the sound, plus a short vowel. It can be plus a short vowel, or a tanween, or a long vowel. So if it's, for example, this one, word, which is m plus ma. You see here is a sukoon, and here is a fatha, the sound and the a sound. So plus ma. So plus ma, plus ma, which is amma. And instead of writing two letters, we actually write this like upside down 3. Okay, and the same principle for the rest, for the other ones as well. There is this letter that we call hamzatul wasl, and it's like basically like the alif that you saw earlier. This is like the hamzatul wasl. Okay, so what is the story behind this hamzatul wasl? So it is written at the beginning of the word, and it has no haraka on it. It has no vowel on top, at the bottom, or anywhere else, and it's pronounced when it is what the reader begins with saying. For example, if I want to say to someone, write, I would tell him, uktub. You see, this is the sound of this line, and I began my sentence with u, and u is pronounced here. And the hamzatul wasl is ignored when there is a word before it. It's actually here that we call it hamzatul wasl. Before it was just probably an alif. Of course, an alif, not hamzatul wasl. Okay, for example, I want to say تعال اكتب. You say, you hear the word تعال اكتب. Come and write. I didn't say uktub, تعال اكتب. So I've ignored this and basically linked this letter to this letter. I didn't say تعال اكتب because it's heavy. I said تعال اكتب. So because I did not begin my speech with this word, I ignored this and linked these two together. And so it is connected to the previous letter that is not a long vowel. So we have an exception here. If you see, for example, you will see this Hamzatul Wasl here, and you will see this letter before it, and you will say to me, we did not begin our speech with this letter, so we're going to link this one with this one, this letter with this letter. And actually this letter is a vowel, so what we will do actually is to ignore it as well and move on to the previous one, which is ya. So instead of saying hayya uktub, I will say hayya, hayya. I'm stopping here. Hayya, not here, here. Hayya, and then move on to this letter. Hayyaktub. Cool. Now, Tunisian SMS language principle. So what is SMS language principle? It's Roman alphabet, like for example French alphabet, English alphabet plus numbers. Example, ahla, which is hello. Ahla. It's used in SMS, and each number actually represents a letter that does not exist in the English alphabet. For example, the 2 is the a, and it is in the English alphabet. For example, the 3 is the a. 4 or 8 is the letter gha. 5 is kha. 7 is ha. 9 is qa. So it's you basically read English or read French, and if you encounter a number, you read it as it is written here. Okay. Now for practicing, I've given you a link to practice with, a bunch of cool videos on YouTube, and I hope that you have fun. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. Bye bye.